Hello students, welcome to the session. This is Neha Gupta, your mathematics educator. And students, today I have some really important questions of NSTSE. Okay, so students, these all questions are from NSTSE. So just try to solve all the questions with me. Take a pen and paper and start to solve with me. Okay, and one more thing, students, these all questions are very conceptual. So just understand the point which I'm going to explain, okay, and then try to apply these concepts in other questions also, okay, because it will give you a better understanding for each question. All right, okay. So now let me start with the very first question of today, which is on the screen. So here, students, on the screen you can see one question. The question is that identify the decimal indicated by the arrow. All right, so there is an arrow, okay, which you can see here, right? This is an arrow which is indicating this point, right? This point. So what we have to do in this question, we have to tell them that this represents which number. Okay, so some numbers are there, right? 5.55, 5.60. Okay, so if this is 5.55, then this will be 5.56, 5.57, 5.58, 5.59, and then 5.60. But my dear students, this is not 5.60, right? This is not 5.60. This is 5.60. So it means what? It means we have to go 2 points at a time, right? So this is 5.55, this is 5.56, 5.57, 5.58, 5.59, and then 5.50. So we have to move 2 lines at a time, correct? So if this is 5.65, this is a 5. This is a 5.67, right? So this is a 5.5. This is 5.66. This is 5.67, right? That means we have to go 0.0005 at a time. Clear? So this will be what now? Okay, so my point is 5.65. All right. So what we have to do? This is 5.6555, right? And this is 5.665, right? That means yes, option C is the right answer. So basically, this point is nothing but a middle point of these 2 points, right? These 2 points. Okay, so option C is your right answer. All right. First question is, I think it is explained. We have to move with 0.005 in one step. Here, perfect. Then let's move to the next question. All right. So here is the second question. Nina takes 7 minutes and 20 seconds to sew 8 buttons. How long does she take to sew one button? Okay. So for 8 buttons, the time is 7 minutes and 20 seconds. So what I can do? Okay. Here I have to find out the time for one button, right? So I cannot divide the 8 with 7 minutes and 20 seconds directly, right? So what we can do, we can just convert the 7 minutes and 20 seconds in 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute means what? I can convert the whole time in seconds, right? So as we can see that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So this is 7 into 60 seconds, right? Plus 20 seconds I have received already. Okay. So this is what? This is 420 seconds, right? And this is 20 seconds. That means in total time is 440 seconds. Correct? So I can say that it will take 440 seconds to sew 8 buttons. For one button, the time will be 440 divided by 80. Yeah, this is your time. Okay, that means 55 second option C is your right answer. Perfect. This question is quite easy. What you have to do only just convert the minute into seconds, and then it is very easy. Correct? Alright. Now let's move to the next question. This is your next question, my dear students. Okay. So here is the next question. The next question says that identify the sum of 6 ones, 3 tens, and 8 ones, 25,000. Okay. So first of all, the numbers are given into what? So we have to convert it into the numeral form, right? So 6 ones, that means 6, and 3 tens, that means it is 0.3, right? That means the number is 6.3. So the first number is 6.3. Similarly, the second one is 8 ones. 8 ones, that means 8 plus 25,000. 25,000 means what? It is 0.025, right? So this is 8.025, correct? So what we have to do? We have to find the sum for these two numbers. That means 6.3 plus 8.025, right? So if I add 8.025 to 6.3, it will be 2, 5 remains same, 3 remains same. 8 plus 6 is 14. So this is 14.325. 14.325. Yes, option A is your right answer. Alright, perfect. Let me show you the detailed solution to this question. Perfect. Now let's move to the next one. Here is the next question, my dear students. So the next question is that Ali had 826 marbles. He gave 371 marbles to his brother and shared the rest equally among 5 boys. So how many marbles did each boy get? Okay. So that means the first thing that Ali had 826 marbles in total. Right? Now he gives 370 marbles to his brother, right? So now, what is the remaining marbles? Remaining marbles after giving to brother. Okay, so 371 he is giving to his brother. So it will be 821 minus 371, right? Which is 455, correct? 826 minus 371 is 455. That means after Ali gives to his brother, then he has 455 marbles in him, right? Now, these 455 marbles he is sharing equally among 5 boys, right? That means 5 boys going to have in total 455 marbles, right? Okay, so how many marbles one boy is going to have? This is nothing but 455 divided by 5. That means here this is 91. So 91, option C is your right answer. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This question is done and this is the detailed solution for the question. Bravo. This is also done. Now let's move to the next one. This is the next question. The next question says that choose the total perimeter of figure A and figure B. Okay, so this is your figure A and this is your figure B. We have to find the perimeter here. Okay, so there is no need to pick a pen even in this question. Okay, you can do all the questions directly. Okay, so perimeter is what? Perimeter is nothing but the sum of the outer boundary, the sum of the length of outer boundary. This is called the perimeter. Okay, so what is the perimeter for the figure A? Okay, this is 22 plus 28 plus 17 plus 28. Right, this is the perimeter of figure A. So for figure A, it is 22 plus 28 plus 17 plus 28. Right, which is nothing but equal to 95 centimeters. Right. Now for the figure B, similarly it is 22 plus 26, 22 plus 26 plus again 22 plus 26 plus 22, right? That means this is nothing but 118 centimeter, right? If I add these all numbers, I will get 118. So the question is asking for the total perimeter, right? Total perimeter. So the perimeter for figure A plus figure B is 95 plus 118, which is 213. 213, yes, option C is your right answer. Okay. So in this question, what you have to do basically, you have to add the numbers and then you will get your answer. That's it. Okay. Perfect. Let's move to the next question. So here is the next question. The next question says that the capacity of a jug is 2 liter 400 ml. It is half filled with water. Okay, and all the water is used to fill 4 equal size glasses. Choose the total capacity of 5 such glasses. Okay, perfect. So the question is very nice. In this question, you have some basic calculations. That's it. Okay. So the total capacity of jug is 2 liter and 400 ml, right? And it is half filled with water. It is half filled with water. Okay. So what is the capacity of water? Capacity of water. Capacity of water, it is obviously half of 2 liter and 400 milliliter, right? Just half of it. So it is what? It is now 1 liter and 200 milliliter, which I can say 1200 milliliter, right? 1200 milliliter. So the capacity of water in total, we have 1200 milliliter, right? Now, in the next line, they are saying that all the water is used to fill 4 equal sized glasses. Okay, so basically this all water, the 1200 ml water, I am going to fill in 4 equal sized glasses. Okay, so the total capacity for 4 glass, it is 1200 ml, right? So now can you tell me that what is the capacity for 1 glass? Yes. So for 1 glass, it will be 1200 divided by 4, right? That means it is 300. This is 300 milliliters, correct? Now, in the last question is asking that choose the total capacity of 5 such glasses. Okay, so we have the capacity for 1 glass, it is 300 ml. So I can easily find out the capacity of 5 glasses. Okay, so the capacity for 5 glasses is nothing but 5 multiplied by 300, which is 1500 ml, right? And 1500 ml, if I want to convert into the liter, it will be 1 liter and 500 milliliter. So 1 liter and 500 milliliter. Yes, my dear students, option A is your right answer, and this is the detailed solution for this question. Perfect. Nice. This question is done. Let's move to the next one. Here is the next question. The next question says that a baker made 200 apple pies. He gave away 32 apple pies and packed the rest into 4 pies in each box. Okay. He sold all the boxes of rupees 5 for 3 boxes. Then how much money did he collect? Alright, perfect. So first of all, the first thing that I can see in this question, that a baker made 200 apple pies. In total, he is making 200 apple pies, and 32 apple pies he gave away. He gave away to someone, to maybe to his family member or to any poor guy. He is giving 32 pies. Okay. So now the question is saying that and pack the rest into 4 pies in each box, right? So how many pies are remaining after he give away 32? Okay, so in total he has 200, 32 he gave away. So how many left? 168, right? 200 minus 35 is sorry. I write it incorrect. This is 32. This is 32. So this is 168, right? 168 pies now he is going to pack. Okay. So now, and pack the rest into 4 pies in each box. Okay. So in each box, how many boxes? Yes. So in one box, okay. Do it in this way, that 4 pies he is going to pack in one box. Okay. So 168 pies he is going to pack in how many boxes? Yeah, 168 divided by 4. That means 42 boxes are 42 boxes. Correct? That means the baker had 42 boxes of apple pie. Correct? Now, in the next line, he's saying that he sold all the boxes of rupees 5 for 3 boxes. Okay, so the price for 3 boxes is 5 rupees. Okay, so if I divide the 42, all total 42 boxes in the group of 3, then how many groups I'm going to have? 42 divided by 3. Yes, it is 40. Right? That means now we had 40 set of 3 boxes. Okay, we have in total 42 boxes. I am dividing these 42 boxes in the group of 3 boxes. Okay, because he is buying, he sold 3 boxes for rupees 5. Okay, so I just divide these into group of 3 boxes. So now I have 14 pair of 3 boxes. Okay, so the total price is 14 multiplied by 5, right? Which is 17, because the price for one box is the price for 3 boxes is 5 rupees. So the price for 14 is 14 multiplied by 5, 17. Yes. Yes, 17 is your right answer. That is option B. Now let me show you the detailed solution for this one question. Perfect. This is the solution. All right. Now let's move to the next question. Here is the next question. The next question is that there are 156 children in a swimming pool. All right. So there is a swimming pool, and in the swimming pool there are 156 children are there. There are three times as many boys as girls. Okay, so how many boys are there in the swimming pool? Okay, so basically they are saying that there are some boys, okay, and there are some girls. Okay, and there are three times as many boys as girls. Okay, so the number of boys is basically three times, right? Three times. Okay, so if girls, if this box represents a girl, then these three boxes will represent the boys. Okay, so basically 3 plus 1, we have total 4 units, right? 1 unit for girls, 1 unit for girls, 3 units for boys. Okay, because 3 times as many boys we have, correct? So 1 unit is girls, 3 units are boys. Okay, so 3 plus 1, there are total 4 units. So we can say that 4 units is equal to 156 because we have total 156 children, right? So 1 unit is what? If 4 unit is equal to 156, then 1 unit is obviously 156 divided by 4, which is 39, correct? So 3 unit is what now? 3 unit is obviously 1 unit is 39, so 3 unit is 39 multiplied by 3, which is 117. So yes, 117 boys we have this class. Okay. So this is how you can find out the number of boys and the number of girls. Correct? Perfect. Now let's move to the next question. Okay. So basically in this question you can also go with the options. Okay. So the question is saying that 3 times as many boys as girls. So let's suppose there are 117 boys. Okay. So just go with the option 1 first. So let's suppose there are 117 boys I have with me. Okay. So now 117 divided by 3 is what? This is 39, right? This is 39. So that means that we have 117 boys and 39 girls. So if I add these two numbers, yes, I am going to get 150. Perfect. So in these questions, I can go with the option also. All right. Let's move to the next one. So here is the next question. The next question says that Mr. Nitin's age is 4 times the age of his son. Okay. That means his son is 8 years and 3 months. Then how old Mr. Nitin is? Okay. So the question is quite simple basically. They are saying that the age of son is equal to 8 years and 3 months. Yeah? And Nitin's age is 4 times, right? So how we can find the Nitin's age? If it is 4 times, then yes, just multiply the age with 4, right? And then you will get the age of Nitin. Perfect. This is quite easy. So 8 4 ja what? 8 4 ja 32. 32. And 3 4 ja what? 3 4 ja 12. So this is 32 years and 3 4 ja 12, that is 12 months. And 12 months we can say 1 year, right? So this is nothing but 1 year. So 32 year plus 1 year is 33 years. Right? 33 years, yes, option C is your right answer. Perfect. Alright, in this question you can go with the option also, but it will take same time. Okay, let's suppose if the age of Nitin is 33 years. Okay, then what you will do? You will just divide the age. You will just divide this age 33 years with 4. Okay, so it will take same time. You can do anything. You can do the multiplication or you can do the division. It depends on you. But I suggest just go with the multiplication because multiplication is little easy as compared to division. Alright. Now the next question. The next question is that 4 boys run as far as 6 girls. Okay, so 6 girls is equal to 4 boys, right? So if they run 15.6 kilometers altogether, how far did each boy run? Alright, that means the distance covered by 6 girls is equal to distance covered by 4 boys. Right? 4 boys is equal to 6 girls. Clear? Now, altogether they run 15.6 kilometers. Right? Altogether they run 15.6 kilometers. So if I divide this number with 2, then I am getting 7.8. So I can say that 7.8 kilometers, 6 girls or 4 boys are running. Right? Correct? 4 boys is equal to 6 girls. So if I divide it with 2, that means I can say that 6 girls are running 7.8 kilometers, or I can say that 4 boys are running 7.8 kilometers. Here. So the question is saying that how far did each boy run? Okay, one boy. So 4 boys are running 7.8 kilometers. Okay, so one boy will run 7.8 divided by 4, right? 7.8 divided by 4 is 1.95 kilometers. Okay, the question is asking that how far did each boy run? Yes, this is 1.95 kilometer. Option C is the right answer. Perfect. Now let me show you the detailed information for this question. You can also find out that how much girl is running. One girl. So for one girl, it will be 7.8 divided by 6. Okay, because 6 girls are there. So it is 1.3 kilometers. Okay. Alright. Let's move to the next question. So here is the next question. Given that okay, so two triangles are there. One triangle plus one triangle plus 6 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 triangles, right? So I can say that according to the given diagram, 2 triangles plus 6 is equal to 4 triangles. Correct? Right? So for this, I can do one thing. Just move this to RHS and it becomes 6 is equal to 4 triangle minus 2 triangle. Okay, so 6 is equal to, this is 2 triangle, right? 2 minus 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay, so I can say that one triangle is nothing but 6 by 2, which is equal to 3. Okay, so what is the meaning of one triangle? One triangle is 3, right? So this is what they are asking, that which number should replace triangle. So yes, it is 3. Correct? This question is quite simple, right? Yes, 3 is your right answer. Option C is your right answer. Alright, let's move to the next one. So here's the next question. How many multiples of 21 are there between 200 and 400? Okay, so between 200 and 400, how many multiples each of 21? Alright, so here I am going to take the numbers from 200 to 400, right? So 200 to 400, I think 21 times 10 is 210, right? It is 210. So the first number is 210, correct? 21 times 10 is 210. So 210 is the smallest number, which is between 200 and 400 and multiple of 21. Correct? Now, how you can find out the rest of multiples? Just add 21 to each number, right? So if I add 21 to this number, I am going to get 231. So 231 is the next number. Again add 21. So this is 2, 5 and 2. 252. This is the next number. Then again add 21. So this is 273. Again add 21. So this is 294. Then 315 and then 334 and then 337 and then 578 and then 399. Okay, because if I take the number greater than 399, it will be not between 200 and 400, right? So how many multiples I have? Just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Yes, option B is the right answer. So what is the process to solve this question? Just find the smallest number, which is between 200 and 400 and also a multiple of 20, right? And then add 21 to each number, and then you will get next number. Okay, and just stop just before the 400. Okay, so this is the process you can follow to solve such type of questions. And these type of questions are very common in the exam. Okay, so just do the practice very well. Okay. Alright. This question is done. Let's move to the next one. So here is the next question, dear students. The question is asking that which angle inside this shape is a right angle. Alright. So this is quite simple. I can see that yes, this is right angle. That's it. Solved. Okay. Next one. This is the next question. Choose the value this plus this by round off each number to the nearest 10. Okay, so first what you have to do? First you have to round off each number to nearest 10 and then you have to do the addition. Okay, okay, just don't do that first you are doing the addition and then you are rounding it off to the nearest 10. Okay, first they are asking you to round off the number, then they are asking for the sum. Okay, so just go as the question is asking. Clear? So when I round it off to the nearest 10, it becomes 1, 3, 4, 6, 0 because this is 5. Okay, so you have to add 1 to this number. And in the next number, this is 1, so just make it 0. So this will be 7, 6, 1, 1, 0, right? Now you can add these two numbers. So this is 0, 7, 5, 6 plus 3 is 9, and 7 plus 1 is 8. So 8, 9, 5, 7, 0. Yes, option A is your right answer. Okay, so just go with the question as it is written in the letter of question. Okay. All right. So this is done. Now let's move to the next question. Here is the next question. So the next question says that the total height of three girls of the same height and three boys of the same height is 921. So each boy is 5 centimeters taller than each girl. So find the height of each boy and each girl. All right. So just read the question very carefully and then start to solve it. Okay, so the question is asking that the total height of three girls of the same height and three boys of the same height is 921 centimeters. So basically there are three girls and all three girls are of same height. There are 5 boys and all 5 boys are of same height, right? And the sum of height is 921. Clear? And it is also given in the question that each boy is 5 centimeters taller than each girl. Each boy is 5 centimeters taller than each girl. So how many more boys are there? Yes, 2, right? Because number of girls are 3, number of boys are 4. So 2 more boys we have. Correct? So for 2 more boys, it will be 5 multiplied by 5. That means 25 centimeters. Correct? Right? Now, this is what? This is 921. So what we have to do? Just subtract 25 from 921. So it will be 896 centimeters. That's it. Okay? Because, okay. Alright. So here, my dear students, this is for all. This is for all. This is for all one. Now for one unit, okay, as we know that we have 3 girls and 5 boys. That means how many total members I have? 8. Okay, so this is the height for 8. Now for one unit it is what? For one unit it is 896 divided by 8. That means 112 centimeters. 112 centimeters is the height of each girl. Right? It is each girl because we are subtracting the extra height. Okay, so this is the height of each girl. Clear? Now, 112 plus 5 is equal to 117. So 117 is what? Now this is the height of each boy. Right? Because boy is 5 centimeters taller than girl. Right? So this is 117, the height of each boy. Alright, let me show you the diagram for this, okay, for a better understanding. So, in the diagram, as you can see here, student, let's suppose that one girl is equal to 1 unit, okay, so 3 girls is equal to 3 units. Yeah. Now we can see that each boy have 5 centimeter extra height, okay, 5 centimeter extra height for one boy. In total, we have 5 boys. So, for 5 boys, it will be 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, or I can say 5 multiplied by 5, which is 25. Okay, so the extra height I am just subtracting and it will give you the addition of all units, right? This is 1 unit, this is also 1 unit, this is the extra height. Okay, perfect. So 112 and for the girl and 117 for the boy. Yes, option A is your right answer. Perfect. Alright, then let's move to the next question. So here is the next question, my dear students. The next question says that total cost of a bag, a dress and shirt is 84 rupees. Okay. The bag costs twice as much as dress and the dress costs twice as much as shirt. Then what is the total cost of the dress and bag? Okay, so to understand this thing, first let me show you the diagram. Okay, so this is the diagram. Basically, the question is asking that the cost of a bag, a dress, and a shirt is 84 rupees, right? The total cost is 84 rupees. Clear? Now, bag costs twice as much as dress, and the dress costs twice as much as shirt. Okay, so let's suppose that the shirt costs 1 unit. This is 1 unit. Okay, let's suppose the shirt costs 1 unit. Now, the dress costs twice, right? So if shirt is 1 unit, then dress will be 2 units, right? It is twice. So if it is 1 unit, then it will be 2 units. So this is dress is 2 units, right? Now in the previous line, they are saying that the bag costs twice as much as dress, right? So if dress costs 2 units, then bag costs 4 units, right? Just twice of it. So it costs 4 units. Clear? And the addition of all these units are given equal to 84, right? So how many units are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means 7 units is equal to 84. Yeah. So 1 unit is what? 7 unit 84. So 1 unit 84 divided by 7. 84 divided by 7. Clear? So the question is that express 0.741 as percentage. Okay, so what we have to do in this question, we have to just represent this number as percentage. So what we do to represent any number in percentage? Yes, we multiply the number with 100, right? So this is 0.741 multiplied by 100. Okay, so in 100 you have 2 zeros, that is the decimal shift to 2 digits. Okay, so it becomes 74.1%, right? 74.1%. Yes, I can see this in the option C. So this question is quite easy because what you have to do, you have to do nothing, just multiply the number with 100 and you will get your answer. That's it. Perfect. Now move to the next question, question number 2 for today. So here is student question number 2 for today. Question number 2 says that a rod is cut into 3 pieces in the ratio 3:5:7. So basically there is a rod, okay, and we are cutting this rod to 3 pieces and the ratio is 3:5:7. Okay, so what fraction of the rod is the smallest piece? Okay, so as we can see, they are asking about the smallest piece, right? So this will be the smallest piece, right? If the ratio is less, the piece is small, right? So yes, 3, and in division, here we have to find out the fraction. Okay, so in fraction, what we write in the denominator part? Yes, the addition of all the ratios, that is 3 plus 5 plus 7, right? So 3 divided by 12, okay? So, sorry, this is 15, right? So this is 3 divided by 15. Let me correct this. Alright, this is my eraser. And this is my pen, and yes, this is 3/15. Okay, so 3/15 I can simplify to 3/5. So sorry, 1/5, right? So 1/5, that means here's option B is your right answer. Correct? Alright, and yes, this is the detailed solution to the given question. Perfect. Very good. Now let's move to the next one. So here is the next question. The next question says that what is the area of the shaded figure? Alright, so basically in this figure, squares are given, right? So if I take the small piece, okay, if I take this small piece, then I can say that this small piece is a square with side 1 centimeter, right? And here we have to find the area of the shaded region. Here, so area of the square is what? Area of square is nothing but side square, right? Side is 1 centimeter. So 1 square is 1, that means 1 centimeter is your area for 1 square, right? So the area, we have to find the area of shaded region. So in some shaded region, I can see the complete square, right? That this is a complete square. So for this the area is 1, for this the area is 1, for this the area is 1, and for this the area is again 1, right? Now, some parts are half of the square, right? As we can see that these two parts together make a complete square, right? So I can say that together the area is 1, right? That means the sum of this all part is 1. Similarly, this part and this part sums to 1 square. That means the area is again 1. Similarly, this comes to 1 square, so area is 1, and this part comes to 1 square, that means the area is 1. So how many ones are there? Alright, let me count this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 squares, 8 complete squares are there in the shaded figure. So I can say that your area is nothing but 8 centimeter square. Right? Alright. Let me show you the detailed solution of this question. Perfect, this is done. So let's move to the next question. So here is the next question. The next question says that the total mass of a snake of rice and 8 identical bags of flour is 51.4 kg. Okay. If the mass of each bag of flour is 4.92 kg, then what is the mass of steak of rice? Alright, so the question is quite interesting, right? So basically, in the first line, they are saying that the total mass of steak of rice and 8 identical bags of flour is 61.4 kg. Okay, so the total weight, total mass for rice and flour bags. Flour bags. How many flour bags? 8 flour bags. Okay, it is given equal to 51.4 kg. Right? And for one bag of flour, the mass is given 4.92 kg. Okay, for one flour bag, it is given equal to 4.92 kg, right? So if for one bag it is 4.92 kg, then how much for 8 bags? Because we have 8 bags in total, right? So for 8 bags, it will be 4.92 multiplied by 8. Okay, so 8 is a 16, 6 carry 1, and this is 3, and this is 39. So this is 39.36, 39.36 kg, right? Correct? So the weight for 8 identical bags of flour is 39.36 kg, right? So now I have the weight for 8 flour bags, right? So I can easily find out the weight for the rice, right? So rice, it will be 51.4 minus 39.36, correct? So 39.36, it will be 12.04 kgs, 12.04 kgs. Yeah, option A is right. Option A is the right answer. Perfect. So this is how, students, you can move step by step, and in the last, you will reach at destination. Perfect. Now the next one, this is the next question on the screen. Lati spent 78 minutes revising her schoolwork every day. Okay, 78 minutes in one day. Clear? Now how many hours does she spend on revision in 8 days? Okay, so in one day she spent 78 minutes, right? So in 8 days, how many minutes she will do the revision? Okay, so 78 minutes. Can I write it like 60 minutes plus 18 minutes, right? I can write it like this: 60 minutes, 18 minutes. Okay, so 60 minutes is what? This is 1 hour, right? So this is 1 hour and 18 minutes. Yeah, this is the time for one day. Now what is the time for 8 days? Just multiply it with 8, correct? So 8 multiplied by 1, okay, it is 18. So there are 18 hours, and 18 multiplied by 8 is 144. So 144 minutes, correct? So 144 minutes, wait a second. This line is not clear, right? Okay, so 8 multiplied by 1 is 8 hours, and 18 minutes, 18 multiplied by 8 is 144, right? Here, now 144 minutes I can convert to hours, right? I can convert it to hours. So this will be nothing but 2 hours, because 60 plus 60, 120 hours and 24 minutes. Yeah. So can I write it 8 hours plus 2 hours, which is 10 hours, correct? And this is 24 minutes. Yeah, now 24 minutes is less than 60, so I can't convert it into the hours. Okay, so I think yes, this is the right answer, that 10 hours and 24 minutes. Option B is your right answer, my dear students. Okay, so here is the detailed solution for this question. You can see this. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Here is the next question. What is the difference between the largest one-digit prime number and the smallest three-digit prime number? Okay, largest one-digit prime number. So largest one-digit prime number is what? Is 7, right? The largest one-digit prime number. What is prime number? Basically, prime numbers have only two factors, 1 and the number itself, right? So 7 is the largest one-digit prime number because 8 is not a prime number, 9 is not a prime number. So yeah, 7 is the largest one. Okay, and now I need smallest three-digit prime number. So smallest three-digit prime number. So smallest three-digit number is 100. Yeah, but 100 is not a prime number. Okay, then 101. Yes, 101 is a prime number. So I can say that smallest three-digit prime number is 101. What we have to find out here? The difference, right? So the difference is 101 minus 7, which is equal to 94. So yes, option A is the right answer. Okay, so in this question, basically what you have to find, you have to find the smallest three-digit prime number and the largest one-digit prime number, and then you will get your answer. That's it. Perfect. Let's move to the next one. So here is the next question. The next question says that after using 4 by 9 kg of sugar to bake a cake, a baker had 2 by 3 kg of sugar left. Okay, so how much sugar did he have at first? Alright, so this question has some calculation. Let me show you the calculations here. So basically, question is saying that this much sugar he is using to bake the cake. Okay, and after baking the cake, this much is left. Right? That means how much sugar he have at first? Obviously the total of these two numbers, right? The sum of these two numbers, that means 4 by 9 plus 1 2 by 3. Okay, so 1 2 by 3. Now I can convert it into the simple fraction. That is 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. So this is 5 by 3. Correct? So this is 4 by 9 plus 5 by 3. Now I can take the LCM and I can solve this, or I can make the denominator equal and I can solve this. Okay, so let me show you how you can solve this. Okay, so this is 4 by 9 plus 5 by 3. Okay, so I have to make the denominator equal. So what I can do, I can just multiply the numerator and denominator with 3, right? Because 3 is 9. So this becomes 4 by 9 plus 5 multiplied by 3 is 15 and 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. This is how you multiply the fraction values, right? Just multiply the numerator with numerator and multiply the denominator with denominator. Correct? Now you can easily write the denominator and you can easily add the numerator. Okay, so 15 plus 4 is nothing but equal to 90, right? So this is 19 divided by 9. Yeah. Now 19 divided by 9, I can't see in the answer, right? So what we have to do, we have to convert it into the mixed fraction. Okay, so how you can do this? Yeah, let me show you the simplest method to convert it into the mixed fraction. Okay, so this is 19 by 9. Okay, so I can write it 9 divided by 90, right? These both are same. So 9 2s are 18, right? The remainder is 1. So just start with 2 and end with 9. Okay, so 2 1 by 9. That's it. This is your answer. Okay. Alright, that means option C is my right answer. That's it. Question solved. Move to the next one. So here's the next question. The next question says that an iron rod heated 120 degrees centigrade is kept in the oven. Okay, the rod loses 2 degrees centigrade temperature every minute. Okay, so at first the temperature is 120 degrees centigrade, right? And each minute, in 1 minute, it is losing 2 degrees centigrade temperature. Okay, it is kept in open. Okay, and it is losing the temperature, right? Now, what would be the temperature of the rod would be after 16 minutes? After 16 minutes, all right. So in 16 minutes, how much it lose? Okay, so in 1 minute, it is losing 2 degrees centigrade. So in 16 minutes, it will lose, 60 multiplied by 2, that is 32 degrees centigrade, right? So now, just subtract it from 32 because it loses 32 degrees centigrade in 16 minutes. Okay, so 120 minus 32. Okay, 120 minus 32 is was? Yes, it is 88. Option A is your right answer. Perfect. Alright, this is the complete detailed solution for this question. Let's move to the next one. Alright, this is the next question. If amount is rupees 500 and interest is rupees 100, then find the principal. Okay. So, amount is what? Amount, what you call the amount? Amount is what? Amount is basically the principal value, that is the actual value, right? Plus interest. The actual value plus interest you call as amount. Clear? So amount is equal to principal. Principal is actual value, right? Principal plus interest. Clear? So amount is what? This is 500. Right? Principal, it is asking, so let's suppose it is P, okay? The first letter, okay? And the interest is 100. So P is nothing but just shift 100 to the LHS part, so it becomes negative. So this is 500 minus 100, that means yes, it is 400. Option B is your right answer. That's it. You can solve this question in a single line without picking a pen or paper. Okay? Alright, this is done. Let's move to the next one. This is your next question. The next question says that which option correctly shows the relationship between boys, athletes, and students. Okay, boys, athletes, and students. Correct. Okay, so which one can show? Alright, so basically, if I talk about athletes, then boys can be athletes or girls can be athletes, right? So I can say that the relationship, I can imagine that some boys can be athletes, right? Some boys can be athletes and some boys cannot be athletes. This is also a probability, right? And the next one is students. So I think I can show students like that. Some students can be boys or some students cannot be boys. Some students can be girls also, right? And some students can be athletes also, right? So I think yes, option D is the right answer. Option D is the correct explanation for these options. Okay, boys, students, and athletes. They are interrelated, but some are and some are not. Okay, this is also done. Now let me present the next question. Here is the next question on the screen. So the next question says that arrange the given word in the meaningful sequence. Okay, in the meaningful sequence. All right. So my words are protect, pressure, release, rain, and flood. Okay, so yes, which one will be the first? Yes, the pressure, right? When pressure increase, rain will come, right? So first two and then four, correct? And after that, rain, if it is heavy rain, then flood will come. So now it is 5, okay? Then we have to protect us from the rain, okay? And then we will have some relief after the protection, right? So yes, this is the correct order to arrange these all numbers. Okay, these are what? So 2, 4, 5, 1, 3. Yes, option A is your right answer. Okay, perfect. Let me show you the solution. Alright, this is also done. Now let me present the next one. The next question is basically a quiz. Okay, so this question says that which option gives enough information to answer the question. Okay, so who among us the 3 siblings Ravi, Akshat, and Kartik is youngest? Okay, alright. So let me see that from which option I can get my answer. So obviously I have to go with the option. Okay. So in option A, it is Ravi and Kartik were born in January, while Akshat was born in March. Okay. So we have to find out that who is the youngest. Who is the youngest? Okay. So in this example, they are saying that Ravi and Kartik were born in January, while Akshat was born in March. So here, 90% students will think that yes, Ravi and Kartik, they are born in January. Okay, so they are elders, right? And Akshat was born in March, so he is the youngest. He is the youngest, right? So 90% students will take the answer. Okay. But the thing is, my dear students, are they talking about the year? Okay, that in which year of January, in which year of March? No. So yes, it might be possible that he born in the previous year, in the month of March. So he will be the older one, right? So I cannot say that, yeah, this option is true, this option is not right. Okay, you have to use your common sense here very wisely. Okay, now the next option is option B. Rabi is elder than both of the brothers. Okay, Rabi is elder than both of the brothers. Okay, so Rabi is elder, but I can't say that in Akshat and Kartik who is the youngest. I can't say. Okay, so this option is also not right. Now the next one. Ravi is the eldest son, while Karthik is not the youngest son. Okay, I think with this statement, I can say that who is the youngest because question says that Ravi is the eldest. Okay, Ravi is the eldest, and Karthik is not the youngest. So if Karthik is not the youngest, then who is the remaining? Yes, Akshat. Yes, Akshat will be the youngest one. So yes, options from option C, I can get my answer, right? Okay, now let's check the option D also. Akshat is 3 years younger than Kartik. Okay, so they are comparing the Akshat and Kartik, but they are not saying anything about Ravi. Okay, so I can't say anything in the option D. So yes, I can say here is my answer. Option C is your answer. Okay, perfect. Now let me show you the next question. So here is the next question, my dear students, that if the given two squares shown below overlap with one of the following is formed. Okay, so basically two squares are given, square 1 and square 2. So if these two squares will overlap each other, okay, then which image I am going to find here. Okay, so yes, this is it, this is it. Okay, so if I overlap this, then this line will come here, right? This line, the third line will overlap here. Then the fourth line will overlap here, right? Now the next one will overlap like this, right? Okay, and this next one will overlap like this, okay? So in this diagram we have, yes, part 1 above second figure, okay, this down part, then up part, then I have the up part. Okay, so the down part and then up, the down part, then up part, then up part, then dot line, and yes. Okay, so the part 1 above second figure is the right one. Okay, that means we have to overlap this over this. Perfect. This is also done. Now, my dear students, let me show you the last question for today. Okay, this is your last question. So, what my last question is saying that a pet store. Okay, they are talking about a pet store. Quite interesting. So, a pet store sells baby parrots and kittens. Inventory recorded 15 heads and 36 legs for all animals in the store. How many parrots and kittens there in the store? Okay. So, how many heads are there? 15. 15 heads are there, and obviously, if I talk about parrot and kitten, all have only single head, right? So, I can say that total number of parrots and total number of kittens are 50. Correct? Total number of parrots and kittens are together, it is 50 because they are recording 15 heads, right? And 36 legs, so 36 legs, as we know that parrot have 2 legs, right? And kitten have 4 legs, correct? That means total number of legs is 36, correct? So here, the number of parrots plus the number of kittens is equal to 50, correct? So the question is asking that how many parrots and how many kittens are there in the store. Okay, question is quite interesting. And as we can see that 2 parrots, okay, parrots have 2 legs. So 2 feet plus kittens have 4 legs. That means 4k, it is equal to 36. Alright. So now I can solve it very easily. So from this I can say that p is nothing but equals to 15 minus k, right? I can shift k to the RSS and it will become negative. So the value of p I can put in this equation. So it becomes 2 into 15 minus k plus 4k is equal to 36, right? So 15 multiplied by 2 is 30. Let me open the bracket and this becomes minus 2k plus 4k is equal to 36. Correct? So this is 34 minus 2 is plus 2k is equal to 36, right? Now, I can do one thing, I can just shift 30 to RHS, it becomes negative. So 2k is equal to 36 minus 30, correct? That means 2k is equal to 6. Alright, so k is equal to 6 by 2, that means it is equal to 6. So how many kittens are there? Yeah, that is 3. 3 kittens are there, right? 3 kittens is 4 lakhs. Alright. So how many parrots are there then? So parrots are p is equal to 15 minus k, that means it is 15 minus 3, which is equal to 12. So how many parrots are there? 12 parrots are there. So 3 kittens and 12 parrots. Yes, option P is your right answer.
Okay. So the question says, read the list showing the stages in the life cycle of flowering plant in the box given below. So this is a box, and you can see the stages of life cycle of a flowering plant. We need to identify the correct order from the options given below. So before we get started, I would really like to recall the concept. So when I talk about flowering plants, so what do we mean by flowering plants? Flowering plants are those which bear flowers, and in all the flowering plants, there are certain stages which occur in order. Now let me tell you, in flowering plants, like out of these 4, let's understand this. First thing is, what happens, a plant must have a reproductive part of plant. That means it must have flowers. Okay, so reproductive part of plant is called as flower. Why it is called as reproductive part? Because it contains the male and female parts in it. Okay, followed after it, what occurs? Basically, pollination occurs. Now what is pollination? Pollination is basically, like if I draw the structure of flower is something, see, like this. Now you will see that it carries certain structures. Okay, so this indicates the male reproductive part, and this one in the center that you can see indicates female reproductive part. These are petals, right? And lower to it you also see green leaves which form sepal, and this one is a stalk of the flower. Now after this is what is flowering, like a fully grown flowers, they develop on the plants. After that, what occurs? Pollination. What do we mean by pollination? Pollination means transfer of pollens from anther to the stigma of the flower. So what is pollination? Transfer of pollens from the anther to stigma of the flower. Okay, and after that what occurs? Occurs fertilization. So after pollination, fertilization occurs. Fertilization means fusion of male gamete with female gamete, and as a result, what do we get? We get the first cell, that is zygote, which later transforms into seed. So we can say that after pollination, fertilization takes place, which leads to the formation of fruit which has seeds enclosed in them. Okay, so this is what is the sequence. Now here option A says fertilization, pollination, flowering, fruits and seeds. B says flowering, fertilization, fruits and seeds, pollination. C says flowering, pollination, fertilization, fruits and seeds. And D says pollination, fruits and seeds, flowering and fertilization. But the correct order is flowering, followed by pollination, then fertilization, and lately we have fruits and seeds. So this order you can see is option C. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. This is how you have to find the correct answer. Okay, next question. Which of these animals in its life cycle breathes through gills when it is young, but breathes through lungs when it grows into an adult? Now let me tell you, when we are talking about life cycle, basically we are talking about all the stages which is stages involving the transformation of you can say larva into an adult. Okay, so here we need to know about the animal. We are talking about its life cycle, and the clue is that particular animal breathes through gills when it is young, but as it grows into an adult, it breathes through lungs. So basically, if I talk about gills and lungs, they are one of the respiratory organs. They are one of the respiratory organs. And also we all know that all living beings, they breathe. All living beings, they breathe, or you can say they respire. So they have different respiratory organs. Like few of the organisms, they have gills as a respiratory organ, few respire through their skin, few respire through lungs, few respire through trachea. Okay, so these are all respiratory organs. Now, if I talk about prawn, option A says prawn. How prawn respire? Prawn basically respire through gills. It respires through gills. And if I talk about viper are basically, the class of snakes only. And how they respire? They have got only one lung in them. So they respire through lungs. Basically, they have got only one lung. Lizard also respire through lungs. But if I talk about frog, when it is young, the younger stage of frog is called as tadpole, and it respires through gills. But as it grows into adult, if I talk about adult frog, it respires through lungs. So the correct answer here is option B. I hope you understood this. Okay. Next question says, read the description given below. Here is the description. So the description says, when lava cools quickly on the earth's surface, rock X is formed. X is very light rock and it is used as a body scrubber and to polish floors. And what we need to do is, yes, you got it right, we need to identify based on the description given. And the option says gneiss, B says pumic, C says basalt, and D is shale. Now let me tell you that here the correct answer is option B, that is pumic is formed. Now let me tell you what are rocks basically. Rocks are, minerals. It is one of the minerals only. Like the substances which we get in Earth's surface, which we get from Earth's surface, they are called as minerals. And rock is one of it. So it is basically aggregation of many minerals together. Now, pumic rock is formed when volcano occurs. So when volcano occurs, then lava comes out. What comes out? Lava. This lava contains lot of water and also it contains lot of gases. It contains lot of water as well as lot of gases in it. And then when this lava solidifies, like cools down, it solidifies and it forms a rock which is called as pumic rock. And this rock is a light rock. It is light in weight, and that is the reason it is used as a body scrubber and also to polish floors. So that is the reason which option is correct here. Option B is the right answer. Next question says, X is a fossil fuel used in blast furnaces. Y is used for cooking food and Z is used as a fuel in automobiles. We need to choose the correct option regarding X, Y and Z. Now here X, Y, Z, one thing is common in them, that all of them are fuels. Look here, all of them are fuels. So what is basically a fuel is? What is basically a fuel? Fuel is anything which on burning, anything or any substance you can say, any substance which on burning produces energy is called as a fuel. So you can replace this anything by any substance. Okay, any substance which on burning gives energy is called as fuel. And we have got fuel, solid fuels also. They can occur in any state. We have got liquid fuels also. We have got gaseous fuels also. So fuels can occur in all three states. For example, if I talk about solid fuel, coal is a solid fuel. Liquid, that liquid fuel, like you have petrol, you have diesel, kerosene oil, they are all liquid fuels. And if I talk about gaseous fuels, for example, you have LPG, right? You have CNG, they are all gaseous fuels. Now, here we need to identify that X is a fossil fuel. Now, what do we mean by fossil fuels? See, fuels which are obtained from fossils. Fossils, I hope you all remember, that is dead remains of plants and animals that got buried under earth, and with time they got covered with sediments. Due to high pressure and high temperature, they transformed into fossils. So fossil fuels are particularly coal. We are talking about coal, petroleum and natural gas. Okay, these are fossil fuels. And why is used for cooking? For cooking we use LPG. We all know. Like nowadays in modern chula, what do we use as a fuel? We use LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas. I'll write here. We use liquefied petroleum gas. And here you have third clue that Z is used in automobiles. We use in automobiles petrol. Automobiles run on diesel also, like the heavy vehicles, and also CNG. These are the fuels. We cannot include the electric, like nowadays there are many automobiles which are which make use of batteries, but here we have to make use of only those substances which act as a fuel. So that is why we cannot include batteries here, automobiles with batteries. We will include petrol, diesel or CNG. Now here the option says X is used in blast furnace and it is a fossil fuel. So option A says X as LPG. We know that LPG is not a fossil fuel. So directly you can skip Y and Z option because this option is not going to be correct. Option B says X as petroleum. Yes, petroleum is one of the fossil fuel. We can keep it in clue. Y as diesel. But why is used for cooking food? For cooking you don't make use of diesel. Again, no to this option because this one is incorrect. Option C says X as coal, and we know that fossil fuel, coal is one of the fossil fuel. Okay. Y as LPG, correct. We can use it for making food. Z as petrol. Yes, petrol is used in automobiles. So this could be the right one. So let's look at the D option as well. X as biogas. Again, no, it's not a fossil fuel. So the correct answer, I hope you will find it easily. It is option C. That is, X is identified as coal, Y is identified as LPG, and Z is identified as petrol. And these all options can be, could be right if they were present in the question or in the options. Next question says, which of these models best shows the correct sequence of Earth, Sun and Moon? So option A is this, option B is this, C is this and D is this. Now let me tell you, we have to make out that which of these models best shows the correct sequence of Earth, Sun and Moon. So let me help you to recall, Earth, Sun and Moon, they are part of solar system. They are part of solar system. And what exactly is solar system? Solar system is it comprises of sun and planets. And you know that we have planets as Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. These are the planets. Now all the planets are revolving around sun in their definite path. All the planets are revolving around sun in their definite path. Now here we need to talk about Earth, Sun and Moon. So undoubtedly sun is in center. Undoubtedly sun is in center. So all those options which have sun in the center would be right. So we can go for option A, we can go for option B, but option C discarded because Earth cannot be in the center place, and even this is incorrect. So that means now we are left with just two options. Okay, and we know that planets revolve around them. And second, Earth, like out of Earth and Moon, we know that Earth is a planet. That means Earth must be orbiting around Sun. So this is Sun and this is Earth. Now if I talk about Moon, so what is Moon? Moon is basically a satellite. Moon is basically a satellite of Earth. It revolves around the Earth. So that means Moon must be revolving around the Earth. So the figure out of A and B which shows sun in center, so in both sun is in center, Earth moving around the sun. So here Earth is moving around the sun, okay, and Moon must be orbiting around the Earth. So here you can see that moon is moving here around the earth, and here moon is in some other orbit. So that means this one is incorrect and option A is correct. So which option is correct? Option A. Next question. Observe the given relationship. Rice, radish. Select the option which correctly identifies the same relationship. So in this question, rice, radish, what comes to your mind when you look at it? Rice is one of the cereal crop. And radish is obtained from the part of the plant, that is root. It is obtained, or you can say it is actually a root of the plant. Now we need to select the same option, or we can write radish as a vegetable also. We don't know which relationship we have to use. So cereal, radish obtained from the root, and it's a vegetable. Now select the option which correctly identifies the same relationship. Maybe cereal to root or cereal to vegetable. Let's look at it. So option A says cabbage and cauliflower. So both of them are vegetables. And cabbage is actually obtained from the leaf part of plant, and cauliflower is a flower. So no to this option, because we need an option which is cereal to vegetable or cereal to root. Second, bajra and maize. Both of them are cereals. So again, no. C is pea versus bean. Both of them are veggies. Again, no. And both of them, is obtained from the seed, as a seed. So again, no. Maize and carrot. Maize is, yes, a cereal crop, and carrot is again a vegetable, or we can write that it is obtained from the root part of the plant. So D is the right answer. So this way you have to make out the relationship from this given clue, and you have to match it with the option which shows the same. Next question. The given figure shows two containers X and Y. Here we have the figure. Okay, the given figure shows two containers X and Y of different shapes. Yes, the shapes of both of them are different. Anu filled container X with 100 ml of water. Let's say this is 100 ml of water. She then poured all the water from the container X to Y. Okay, the same water is poured into Y. Which of the following changes will she observe when water is poured from container X to Y? So let's talk about it. Water is liquid. Water is liquid state, right? And we know that liquid state, if I talk about its shape, basically it takes the shape of the container. It takes the shape of container in which it is transport. Okay. Talking about its mass, but when you transfer from X to Y, its mass remains same. Mass doesn't changes. Level of water, and you can make out looking at it. See, the level of water, like initially the level was this, and now the level is this. So level of water can be changed. Level of water can be changed because it depends on the shape of the container in which it we put on. Increase in the volume. Again, the volume of water will remain same. Okay, so here out of these four, which of the following will she observe? Change in shape? Yes, you can see there is a change in the shape. Increase in mass? No. Change in level? Yes, see the level changed. Increase in volume of water? Again, no. So out of these given option, which one is correct? Option D is correct. So the correct answer is option D. Next question says, Roshni described an insect as given in the box. Okay, so it is said that Roshni is talking about some insect who lays 120 to 150 eggs on garbage. Okay, and its lifespan is about 28 days. That means that particular insect lives for 28 days. Spreads disease like cholera, typhoid, diarrhea, etc. So which of the following insects is she talking about? Option A, option B, option C, and option D. Now let me help you to recall all these pictures first. Option A indicates housefly. Option B indicates mosquito. Okay. Option C indicates dragonfly. And D1 is cockroach. So here all of them are insects, but we need to pick that insect which lays 120 to 150 eggs on garbage, lifespan should be 28, and spread diseases like cholera, typhoid, diarrhea. That means it acts as a vector. See, vector is something which is not itself a causative agent of the disease, but it passes the causative agent from one place to the host. Okay, so here the correct answer is housefly. So which one is correct? Option A, because housefly act as a vector, or you can say that it spreads the causative agent and spread diseases. Next question. Arun dropped a stone into a trough of water. He noticed that the level of water rises in the trough. The experiment that Arun has done tells that the stone, we have this experiment given. So Arun dropped a stone into a trough of water. Okay, so initially, the level was this. When the stone was dropped, the level rised. Okay, so Arun, the experiment that Arun has done tells that the stone has no mass. It's incorrect, because stone has mass. Has the same volume as water? No, it is not possible. Has no volume? Again, not possible, because all the solids thing, they have definite shape and definite volume as well. Occupies space? Yes, it occupies space. You can see that when we are putting stone into a water trough, it occupies certain space. It displaces water and occupies the space. So which option is correct, students? Option D is the correct option, because stone is a solid substance. It occupies space also, and it has got definite shape and volume and also mass. Next question. Match the following planets in column 1 with their common names in column 2. So here we have column 1, we have a name of the planets, and column 2 we have few characteristics. So based on it, we have to match the correct planet with its own characteristic. So let's recall the fact. Solar system comprises of sun and planets. And in solar system, we see that planets, they orbit around sun. They orbit in the definite path around the sun. And also let me tell you that we have got planets Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus or Pluto. And all these planets, they have certain special features in them. Now if I talk about Mercury, Mercury is closest to sun. That is the reason it is hottest also. So let's look for our first Mercury. So Mercury, out of it, is not a red planet. It is not a second largest planet. It is not a coldest planet. But yes, it is smallest planet because it is near to the sun. So that means R matches with 4. Okay. Then comes Venus. Venus is called as a evening star. The most common characteristic is that it's an evening star. Earth, we know, is a blue planet because all over it is covered with water. Earth is covered with water. Okay, Mars. We have Mars also here. So Mars is called as a red planet because its surface is covered with iron oxide. So Q matches with 1. So we have got another matching also. Then we have Jupiter. Jupiter's important characteristic is that it is the largest planet. Okay. So we don't have Jupiter here. Saturn, if I talk about Saturn, Saturn basically is the second largest planet. So that means Saturn matches with 2. So S matches with 2. Now moving on to Uranus, let me tell you, Uranus has got Uranus is the coldest planet. Why? Because it is made up of icy material. It is made up of icy material, so that is the reason the temperature at its surface is quite low, and also it has got thick atmosphere which has methane, hydrogen and helium. So that means Uranus matches with 3, that is P matches with 3. Now all 4 are done, so that means the option which states P as 3, 3, 1, 4 and 2 would be right answer. So P with 3 is like we have to choose between these two. So we reject A and C. So P with 3, Q with 1, R with 4 and S with 2. So that means the correct answer is option D. Option D is the correct answer. Next question. The flowchart given below shows the properties of gases X, Y, Z present in air. We need to identify these gases. So this is a flowchart and we have few clues also. The gas that promotes burning, yes, that means there is a gas which promotes burning and that is X. That is X. And a gas which doesn't promote burning but it extinguishes fire, that is Y. That means a gas which extinguishes fire is X but it doesn't support burning. Then we have a gas that neither supports burning and neither extinguishes fire, that is Z. That is Z. Now let me tell you, burning means combustion. It is basically combustion. The process of burning something is combustion. And for combustion we need three things. We need combustible substance, that is a substance which catches fire. We need supporter of combustion, that is we need a gas which supports combustion. And usually we make use of oxygen because oxygen is a supporter of combustion. And also we need to heat that substance so that its ignition temperature is reached. Okay, so that means the gas that promotes burning can be oxygen here because oxygen supports burning. Also hydrogen supports burning, okay, but we'll see that later which options are given. A gas which doesn't support burning but extinguish means it cuts off the oxygen supply, that means it cuts off the supply of the supporter and hence the fire gets extinguished. It can be CO2, carbon dioxide. And a gas which neither supports burning or extinguish fire, that could be nitrogen. So that means here X, if I can see the options, we have in options just oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. So X is identified as oxygen, Y as CO2 and Z as nitrogen gas. So that means the option which shows oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen would be right. So here in this question, which option is correct? Option C is correct option. Next question. Asha carried out an experiment to know the water holding capacity of 4 different types of soil, P, Q, R and S. Soils are addressed as P, Q, R and S. She used a stopwatch to measure the time taken by 20 ml of water to pass through each kind of soil, and she recorded her findings in the table given below. So this is a table. So P, Q, R, S, the water was passed through them and she recalled the time taken by 20 ml of water to pass through each soil. And you can see that P took 55 seconds, Q took 5 seconds, R took 30 seconds and S took 20 seconds. We need to identify the soils. And here in this option we have got just 4 options: gravel, sand, loamy soil and clay soil. Now let me tell you that we can differentiate soil into these types depending upon their sizes or depending upon their properties, which includes water holding capacity also. Now size of the particles. Now the size of the particles which are present in them, let me tell you, in clay the particle size is very, very small. Okay, due to this its water holding capacity is good. Its water holding capacity is good. And if I talk about sandy soil, it consists of particles which are quite big in size and its water holding capacity is not that good. And if I talk about loamy, it consists of smaller size particles also and also a bigger size particles. Again, its water holding capacity is not that good. Gravel, if I talk about, gravel is formed of small pebbles or stones, and yes, they have the tendency to hold water. They have the tendency to hold water, but not that much. So the option in which you can see that P took 55 seconds. P took 55 seconds. Q took 5 seconds, water to pass through it. R took 30 and 20. So let me tell you, the one which has more water holding capacity will take more time to pass water through it. So P would be clay soil. P would be clay soil. So that means where the P is clay would be the right answer. Okay. And Q would be the one which took least time, would be gravel. And after that comes the loamy soil, which consists of smaller and bigger both sides of particles, and later comes the sandy soil. So that means here option C is the correct option, because if any soil has got more water holding capacity, it will take time to pass water through it. So the one which took maximum time would be the one which has smaller size particles and more water holding capacity. Next question. Wheel and axle arrangement is found in, we have options: bicycle, swing machine, screwdriver, or all of these. Now when I talk about wheel and axle arrangement, it is basically a simple machine. It is basically one of the simple machine in which we have a wheel, and it has a rod attached to it. It has got a rod attached to it. So that is wheel, and that rod can be called as axle. A common example is when you open some door which has got a round knob. So that acts as a wheel, and the lock which helps to open the door acts as an axle. And this type of arrangement, wheel and axle arrangement, is present in all the three, in bicycle also, in swing machine also, and in screwdriver also. So that means which option is correct? Option D is correct. And this simple machine makes the task easier. Okay, next, read the given information about rocks P, Q, R. And the information says that P was used to build Brideshwara temple, and Q was used to build the Taj Mahal. Okay. And R was used to build the Red Fort. Now here we have three types of rocks. You can see that given here: metamorphic, igneous, sedimentary. We have also got granite rock. So these are the options. So first of all, you should know what exactly the rocks are. Rocks are basically the aggregation of minerals. It is basically the aggregation of minerals. Now, if we talk about igneous rock, sedimentary or metamorphic rock, let me tell you that igneous rocks, I'll write here, igneous rocks are formed when the lava cools down. The lava which erupts through volcano, it cools down. So igneous rocks are formed at that time. Now if I talk about the metamorphic rocks, or let's talk about sedimentary first. Sedimentary rocks are formed when other types of rocks are cemented together. When other types of rocks get cemented together. Okay. And third is the metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are formed when rocks are subjected to intense heat and pressure. Now if we'll recall the types of rock which are used to form it, let me tell you that Brideshwara temple is formed of granite rock. Taj Mahal is formed of a rock which is called as marble, and Red Fort is made from red stone, which is stone which is called as red sandstone. So here granite rock is one of the igneous rock only. But here we don't have any option where P is stated as an igneous rock. So we'll go with option B, granite rock. Q, marble. Marble is a metamorphic rock. It is formed because of intense heat and pressure. And sandstone is a sedimentary rock. So which option is right? Option B is the right answer. Next question. The picture shows a girl drinking juice with the help of the straw from the back. Here we have a picture. You can see that girl is drinking juice with the help of straw. Which property of air can be known from this observation? Option A says air exerts pressure, B says air has weight, C says air expands on heating, and D says air is needed for burning. Now we know that mixture of gases is called as an air. And if I talk about air, it is colorless. You can't see air around yourself. It is odorless. It doesn't have any particular smell. But yes, it exerts pressure. It exerts pressure, and that is the reason you can feel the atmospheric pressure. And when you heat air, yes, it expands on heating. That is why hot air is always lighter as compared to the cold air. Air has weight also. Like if you blow a balloon and fill it with air, you will see that it is heavier as compared to the balloon which has no air. And yes, air is needed for burning as well. It supports combustion. But here when she is, when she is drinking from the straw, then what happens? When she is when she is trying to drink, she is sucking the air which is present inside, and due to the air pressure over the liquid helps the liquid to move from the straw. See, this one is liquid here in the pack and this is straw. So when a girl is sucking, that means the pressure here of the straw falls. But due to the atmospheric pressure or the air pressure which is exerted on the liquid, it helps the liquid to rises up through the straw. So we'll say that this this sucking from the straw indicates that air exerts pressure. So option A is the correct answer. Now the question says, what happens when the sun, the moon and the earth are in a straight line and the moon comes in between sun and the earth? So here we have the question where a situation is given that sun, moon and earth. So first we are talking about sun, moon and earth. So let me tell you, as you all know that solar system comprises of sun and the planets. All planets are revolving around the sun. Okay, and all planets are special because they have got certain special features. So sun is present in center in solar system. So if we talk about one of the planet Earth, which is given in the question, we know Earth is our planet where we live. So Earth is orbiting around Earth. Okay, let's say this is Earth. And we know that moon is the natural satellite of the earth. So that means moon orbits around sun. So let's say if this is moon, it orbits around earth and this is earth because it is a satellite of earth. Now a situation is given where sun, moon and earth are in straight line, and they are in straight line in such a way that moon comes between sun and earth. So let's say if this is sun and this is earth, so moon is in between them. So we need to tell that what is it called as? Lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, constellation or galaxy. Let me tell you that when moon is in center of earth and sun, okay, when moon is in center of sun and the earth, that situation is called as solar eclipse, because eclipse means when the disappear or when you are not able to see anything. So solar eclipse is because moon is obstructing the light of sun from falling onto the earth. So at the time of solar eclipse, there is certain area of the earth which doesn't get sunlight and appears to be dark. So this is what is solar eclipse. So B is the right answer. Otherwise, if we talk about lunar eclipse, it is just opposite to it. In lunar eclipse, sun is here and earth is in center of sun and moon. Earth is in center of sun and moon. So this situation is called as lunar eclipse. Okay. Now talking about constellation, it is again, constellation is not the correct one, because constellation means the group of stars which resemble a certain pattern. Maybe a hunter, maybe a scorpion. So that is called as constellation. So here we are not talking about constellation. And galaxy comprises of dust, celestial bodies, and everything which is present is forms the galaxy. Like we live in Milky Way galaxy, which is called as Akashganga also. So again, it is not galaxy. So therefore the correct answer is option B. Solar eclipse is caused when moon is in center of sun and earth as given in the question. Next question. What is the name of the constellation shown in the given figure? So this is the figure given. We need to tell what is the name of the constellation shown. Now let me tell you, if we talk about constellation, constellation means group of stars. group of stars, and they are arranged in such a way that they form certain pattern. And which resembles something. So we have got lot of constellations like Ursa Major, we have Cassiopeia, Orion, Scorpius, so many. So this figure which you can see here indicates the Ursa Major. So this is how Ursa Major is shown. So that means which answer is correct? Option A. Next, the box given below shows the name of some seeds of the plant. So here we have few seeds given: pea, hyptage, lotus, mango, apple, balsam, geranium, madar, coconut, poppy. So how many of these plant seeds are dispersed by explosion method? Now before we go ahead with the solution, I would like to recall the concept of seed dispersion. What are seeds? Seeds are basically reproductive units. And we know that when seeds get proper conditions, they germinate. How they germinate? They give rise to a small seedling which finally forms an adult or a fully grown, you can say, plant. This process is called as germination. But seed can germinate only and only when it gets favorable conditions. Proper nutrition, proper water, proper climatic condition, then only it can germinate. Also, let me tell you, seeds, we know they are enclosed in fruit. Fruit encloses seeds in it. So therefore, seed dispersal is important, then only seed will get into that place where it is going to get favorable conditions. So what is seed dispersal? It is basically transportation of seeds to favorable places. Not favorable places means the suitable place where it can show germination. Now seed dispersal can occur through agencies. It can occur through wind. Seeds can be carried by winds, can occur by water, can occur by animals, can occur by birds. And sometimes there is a method which is asked here, that is explosion method. That is, fruits burst out, and they burst out with high energy that seeds get spread. And all those seeds which get favorable conditions, they germinate and give rise to a separate individual. So here we need to pick those plants which are germinated by explosion method, that is bursting method. So out of this, let me tell you that out of pea, hyptage, lotus, mango, apple, balsam, which one gets dispersed through it? So that is basically option B. Four seeds of the plants are there here in this, which get dispersed through this method. Now let me tell you which all they are: pea, balsam, then you have poppy, and you have geranium. So these are the four seeds of the plants which are dispersed by explosion method, that is bursting method. Therefore, which option is correct? Correct solution to this question is option B, which has 4 in it. Next question. Observe the given relationship. So here we have a relationship: hinge joint, elbow, gliding joint, something X. Now in this question we need to select the option which correctly identifies X. We need to find X. Now before we move ahead towards the solution, let me tell you what are joints. Joint is that part where bone joins with another bone, or you can say where bone meets another bone. Okay, so when two bones are joined together, it forms a joint. Suppose if these are two bones, say if they are linked together like this, so this particular thing is a joint. Now we have got different types of joint. Like if I talk about hinge joint is a joint where back and forth movement can occur. Okay, so for example, elbow. Gliding joint, where two joints can slide over another. They basically glide over another basically. So here in this to identify X, we have few options: A as wrist, B as knee, C as shoulder, and D as neck. And out of this, gliding joint we see is present in wrist. So which option is correct? Option A is correct. Otherwise, if I talk about knee, Knee is also a hinge joint. It is not gliding joint, it's a hinge joint. And in case of neck, it is a pivot joint, because here the rotation is possible. And shoulder shows, a ball and socket sort of joint, where one bone end is rounded and other has a depression where one can fit into another. So which answer is right? Option A, that is wrist. Wrist is a gliding joint. Next, mosquitoes and their larvae on stagnant water can be controlled by dash. We all know mosquitoes' breeding place is water. Wherever you see standing water, that acts as a breeding place for mosquitoes. Now if we wish to control it, then how can we do it? We have 4 methods given in the option. Throwing garbage in the water. So if you throw garbage, do you think that they will stop multiplying? No. Spraying oil on the surface of water? Yes, it will. Because if you spill oil on the surface of water, oil will form a layer and it will not allow air to pass through, and somehow the mosquitoes, will feel suffocated, and hence it can be controlled. Growing plants? No. All of these? No. So which one is the correct answer, students? Option B is the correct answer. By spraying oil, we can control it. Okay, next question. Seeds of plant X are light and have wings or hair on them. Plant X could be. Now we have already learned, like if we talk about seeds are enclosed in fruits, right? And seeds have the power to form a new plant. How? Seeds undergo the process of germination, that is, under favorable condition. When they get favorable condition, they give rise to seedling, and seedling forms a new plant. This is how germination takes place. So now for seed dispersal, like for seeds to germinate, a process which is necessary is seed dispersal. That's the transportation of seeds to a favorable place where they can get all suitable conditions and germinate. Now different types of seeds are dispersed or are transported by different methods. Either they are dispersed by wind or water, or by through animals or birds, and also by explosive method. Okay, so these are the methods of dispersion. Now seed of plant X is shown that it is light and it has wings on or hair on them. So we need to identify that seed. So it is D. Correct answer is D, that is hiptage. Hiptage is a plant whose seed is light and have wings or hair on them. That is the reason it can be easily dispersed through wind. Next, which of the following parts regulate blood pressure and blood flow in our body? We have the picture given here, P, Q, R, S, and we need to identify that particular part. So first thing, whenever you get a question like this, first thing is to identify this. So this organ which you can see is the main controlling center of our body, human brain. It is human brain. And these parts, this portion which you can see as P is cerebrum, that is largest part of brain. This portion which you can see here, the round body which is identified as Q, is pons varoli. This part which you can see here is cerebellum, second largest part of the brain. And this R which you can see here, it extends into spinal cord and it is brain stem, or we can say it is medulla oblongata, that is brain stem. Now a function of cerebrum has certain specific areas in it which helps in thinking, responding. These kind of things are done in cerebrum. Also it produces the sensation of touch, temperature, touch, pressure, lot of sensations they are felt in this part. Now talking about cerebellum, it helps in maintaining body posture. It is concerned with maintaining body posture. Medulla oblongata controls all those activities which are not occurring because of our will. That means which are involuntary, like breathing, blood rate, blood pressure, or blood flow, vomiting. These all things, coughing, are controlled by medulla oblongata. Involuntary activities, activities which are not in your hand. And pons is concerned, it controls some aspects of respiration. So here we need to answer the part which controls blood pressure and blood flow. And blood pressure or blood flow is not in our hands, it is involuntary act. It occurs on its own. So here the correct answer is the one which controls involuntary activities, that is R. So which option is correct? Option C is correct answer. Next question. The boy in the picture has a cloth tied around the neck. Yes, we can see it. The cloth is tied in case of a fracture, sprain, burn or wound. So we need to identify that what exactly is. Now here you can see that we have four options. Let me introduce you to these terms. What is fracture? Fracture occurs when any bone completely or partially break. When any bone partially or completely breaks, then fracture occurs. Okay. And sprain is basically you can say that tearing of ligament. More stretching of ligament, basically you can say. And ligaments are those which join bone with muscles. Wound refer to any cut. It can be deep or a deep seated cut, or maybe superficial. Burn basically rashes which are caused because of getting in contact with some fire. That is what is burn. So here the person is tying around the neck. The boy which is shown in the picture is basically showing that he's trying to hold his hand at proper position, because basically this person may have encountered bone injury. So that means it is option A. Okay, it can be partial displacement or complete breakage of the bone. So that depends. Okay, next question. Given below is a list of few diseases. How many of these are caused by virus? So disease here are given: polio, dengue, chickenpox, measles, flu, plague, typhoid, ringworm and malaria. Now we know that when we talk about disease, basically what do we mean by disease? Disease means discomfort. Or you can say that some of your body part is not properly functioning due to some reason. Now disease are, most of the time they are caused by microorganisms. So microorganisms are the causative agent which causes diseases. Now few diseases are caused by bacteria, maybe caused by viruses, maybe caused by fungal infection, that is fungi, maybe caused by some protozoan. So these can be microorganisms, causative agents which are causing the diseases. Now here we have few diseases already given. We need to identify those diseases which are caused by virus. I hope you all know about virus. Virus is the only microorganism which is dead but becomes living as it gets the host cell. So basically the diseases which are caused by virus: polio, yes, it is caused by virus. Dengue is not caused by virus. Chickenpox is caused by virus. Measles, dengue is also caused by virus. Measles caused by virus. Flu caused by virus. Plague, no, it is caused by bacteria. Typhoid, again by bacteria. Ringworm is caused by fungi. Its causative agent is fungi, and malaria is caused by protozoan. So here in this answer, how many diseases are caused by virus? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So option D is correct answer. Next question. The outer covering of given insect is covered with. You have this insect. I think you can recognize it. Yes, it's cockroach. So its body is not covered with feathers, it's not covered with fur, it's not covered with hairs. Rather, it is covered with cuticle. Cuticle is a layer which forms the exoskeleton, that is outer covering. So option D is the correct answer. Next, which of the following simple machines belong to third class liver? Which of the following machines belong to third class liver? and here we have option A, B, C and D. Okay. So now let me introduce you to different classes of liver. Okay. So when we say first class liver, first class liver is that where fulcrum is between load and effort. It is between load and effort. And second class liver is a liver where fulcrum is at corner and at other corner there is an effort and load is in between. What is in between? Load. And third class liver is that where fulcrum is at one corner, load is at other corner and effort is from between. Let's say this is effort. So now in this case the simple machine which belongs to third class liver is, can you tell me, can you guess which out of them is correct? Yes, it is this forceps. Option A belongs to third class liver because in this effort is from center, load and fulcrum is at corner. So which option is correct, students? Option A is correct. Next, the child in the picture is suffering from a deficiency disorder where bones and joints do not grow well. Here we have that child. We need to identify disorder. Now you can see that in this picture we can make out there is some problem in the joints basically. You can make out there is some problem in the legs. Legs are not as a normal person has. Now options given are beriberi, goiter, rickets and scurvy. Let me tell you, beriberi is that kind of disorder which occurs due to deficiency of vitamin B3, and in this nervous disorder, basic nervous system gets affected. Nervous system gets affected in this case. Goiter is a disorder in which thyroid gland, becomes swelling up of thyroid gland. Yes. It occurs due to deficiency of iodine in your diet. Scurvy, that means we have bleeding gums, we have sores, tooth decay. This can be seen in mouth and it is due to deficiency of vitamin C in diet. And rickets is basically deforming of bones. Deforming bones. This is how you can see. So here that means this disorder shows that bones and joints are not growing well, they are deformed. So which option is correct, students? It is rickets. This picture shows that the child is suffering from rickets. Therefore the correct answer is option C. Next question. Rani made 4 groups each with 2 organisms with similar kind of body covering, but she made one mistake while preparing organisms in one of the groups. Select the incorrect group. So 4 groups have been made and she tried to put them organisms together which have got same body covering. Now if I talk about crocodile and snake, we know that both of them have scales, so that means this grouping is correct. Now if I talk about parrot and emu, their body is covered with feathers, it is correct again. Now if I talk about turtle and snail, both of them they have shells over them, so again it is correct. But if I talk about pigeon and bat, pigeon's body is covered with feathers, whereas body of bat is covered with hair. So that means here the option which is grouped incorrectly is option D. Option D is incorrect. Next question. Read the given description. X and Y are animals which possess backbone, flippers and breathe through lungs. We have got 2 animals, let's say one X and other Y, both of them possess backbone. All those organisms which have backbones, they are called as vertebrates. They are called as vertebrates. Okay. They are flippers also. Flippers are used for swimming. They breathe through lungs. Their respiratory organ is lungs. Animal X lays eggs. Okay. X reproduce by laying egg, whereas Y gives birth directly to young one like we do. Okay, so we need to identify X and Y. So here in this case, which option is correct? It is not turtle platypus. It is not frog and shark. It is penguin and dolphin, and it is no to seal and whale. Because penguin here lays eggs and form babies, and dolphin, they give birth to young ones, and both of them have got backbone also and flippers also. So that is the reason. Correct answer is option C. Next question. How many bones make up the human skull? Now what is skull? Tell me. See, we know that our main controlling center of our body is brain. Our main controlling center is brain. Brain is covered by a bony box. See, brain is very delicate. So brain is covered with a bony box. That means a box which is made up of bone. Like this is skull. Under that we have brain, which is very delicate. So in order to protect brain from any shock, it is covered with bony box. And do you know how many bones make up this box? It is 22 bones. So here the option says A 22, B 28, C 21, D 25. So which one is correct? Option A is correct. So how many bones make up human skull? 22 bones. I hope you got it. With this we have come to an end. I hope my students understood what to do, what not to do, how to attempt paper, and how to get all the answers correct. So for next time, I wish that you will do all the questions correct. So best of luck from my side. Bye bye. Thank you. Take care.